still in disbelief. It just feels like a fever dream. It actually happened, and in the end, I ended up getting lucky on the T-bow. And this just unlocks so much content for us to do. Between me having a BOFA and then SpookDog being able to use the T-bow, I mean, so much duo content is going to be a lot easier and faster to progress with, like doing different raids and God Wars, and then also solo content like Slayer bosses and other instanced bosses. It's just going to be so nice to have. Unfortunately, Crystal Armor doesn't work quite the same way with the T-bow as it does with the BOFA, so we're going to have to make some range armor upgrades. The Crystal top and bottom is plus 49 range bonus, versus with Carol's, it's plus 47, and then the Blessed Hide is also plus 47. So with the Crystal Armor, you get plus 1 extra range accuracy per piece, but you have to pay crystal shards to upkeep it, and the time spent getting the crystal shards I really think is not worth such a slight range accuracy boost, so I don't think it's worth using Crystal Armor with the T-bow. Probably just be using Blessed Hide or Carol's depending. There's two activities I think it makes the most sense to be focusing on, which is TOA to get the Masori armor, and then Kriara to get the Armadillo, because, I mean, Armadillo itself would be an upgrade, but then when we do eventually get Masori, we'd want to add the Armadillo into it to then upgrade the Masori's defense. Right now, though, we're going to start off this video by focusing on TOA. I'll put SpookDog's TOA collection log up on screen as well, so you can see the only piece of Masori that we have at the moment is the mask, which is the least useful out of the three. I really don't know TOA that well. Like, I haven't really done it since release or kind of shortly after. That was last time we were doing duos together. We just wanted to get the two fangs, then we moved on when we got them. And I never pushed the invocation really beyond 200. I think maybe I did 205 or 215 invo. And then just with me and SpookDog when we were duoing, I don't think we even went beyond 170 in duos. But once we jump back into TOA and start getting it down, I'm sure we'll push the invocation much higher than that. So with that said, let's get into it, and we're going to start gearing up for some Raids 3. I just ran in here because I want to double check to make sure I have a D pick in the room already. No, I didn't. Yeah, dude, last time we came, it was so long ago. It was well before I maxed even, last time I did TOA. And I only had 1 D pick at the time. Now I have 4 D picks, plus the one I gave to Spook. Actually, I probably should give her 1 more, so that way she can keep her own D pick in here forever. Well, I'm just waiting for Spook. I'll be trading over the T-bow and the Blessed High Top, and we're bringing in like a lot of extra supplies that I'm sure we don't need, because we're just doing 150 invocation, but just to like remember how to do TOA, and we'll bump it up from there. Okay, I just want to make sure this is you. Is this you?
No, who are you trading?
Oh crap, wait.
Scammed, I'm logging out now.
Watch we get banned for RWT. T-bow for nothing. That's raising some flags. Yo, I did the fire cape roast.
Wait, who?
The other guy called him a fanboy. And then he's like, I am, yeah, enjoy your fire cape. This guy is 1KC at Zuck. Zuck
Damn.
Expert. Ooh. Looking like a T-bow rebuild person. Alright, our first TOA in a long time. I can't believe we didn't get a drop on 150 invo. Alright, well, let's up the invocation. I forgot about this loot. It's crazy. Well, at least we bumped it up to 160 invo. Yeah, the 150 invo was 39 minutes. This one was 35.5 minutes. I was just messaging fam. He's just sad because no one's raiding with him. Hey. Alright. So anyways, I'm telling him to learn TOA. He says, can I learn with y'all? Oh, heck, Houndor finished the hard tier combat achievements. Congrats. We went to go raid with our good friend Famwell, and he hasn't really done TOA before since he's been kind of out of the game for the last 3 to 4 years. Now he just hops on every once in a while to do chambers and have fun with friends. But now that I won't be doing chambers for a while, I'm like, bro, come TOA. So I'm just doing my best trying to teach him the ropes, even though I'm new to TOA myself, which I actually find really helpful because by teaching someone else, it reinforces my own knowledge. And then also he'll ask questions that I don't know the answer to and wouldn't have thought of, and then we'll look it up on the wiki or even just try to figure it out ourselves by testing stuff. It is by no means the best way to become an expert at TOA, but it's definitely a fun way to learn the basic mechanics, and eventually we'll build up from there.
Ooh, brand new came on. Don't let anyone know I'm listening to it with all the allegations the lead singer has.
I think we should say this is your first time doing TOA, even though it's like not really, but like...
It was my 3rd KC, but it was my first time actually getting shit explained to me, so... And it went a lot better than my other 2 KC, so thank you.
Yeah, glad to help.
Give me a backpack. Or give me a fucking room pouch upgrade.
Yeah, threads guarantee 1 out of 10, no matter what your invocation
Oh, okay.
is. Oh, that's KC 100 for me. So I was like,
Nice.
wow, yeah, crazy.
We made the video.
Diamond. Oh, that one's already done. Hand. Crook.
Richard Nixon. Oh. Oh, wait, no, he's not a crook. I forgot.
Has he made that joke before?
No.
Yeah, it's a new one for me. It's pretty rare I have a new joke. Watch out for the stone attack now. Mage.
Oh, it's mage?
Range. It was mage ball. The big balls, they turn up.
Such a child.
It turns off your prayer. Dude, so many freaking seeds from TOA.
Crook.
Yeah, like I didn't see that. I didn't see the Richard Nixon one.
You know, jokes don't they get less and less funny the more you repeat them. So I maybe tone it down a bit with the repeated jokes, my man. Well, thanks for the raids.
No, thank you for the raids. What is a cache of runes?
You open it and you get runes.
Wow!
When we're not raiding, I'm going to be doing Slayer to try and get an Aviancy task because it'd be nice to just have that stored away or ready to go whenever we want to go to Arma. I think I unlocked it, so I have to re-unlock the ability to get Aviancies. Yeah, right here. Watch the birdie, 80 Slayer points. I feel like I've locked and unlocked or unlocked this so many times, but I mean, I got plenty of Slayer points to spare. I think I'd be slightly more likely to get Aviancies from Duradel than Konar, but I want to stack up Brimstone Keys. I think it's like a 3% versus 4% chance, but I'm just gonna be doing Konar tasks. Wait, I just got a Dust Battle Staff from a Dust Devil. Okay, ignore the fact that I'm mailing. I know I should be barraging, but I'm just eating dinner, so I can't barrage right now. But I just got Dust Battle Staff. Wait, what's the drop rate? That is 1 in 4K drop. Before I deposit these Brimstone Keys in the bank that I just got, I just want to see what my stack was before. So I had 343 to start with. Oh, I got Hydra, so I can try out Hydras with the T-bow, but then I also want to do Arma, but then I also want to do TOA. Okay, I'm going to bed soon though, so I'm gonna do like one solo TOA before bed. It's my first time using the T-bow in TOA, so I get to Baba, and then naturally when the boulders come out, I switch to the T-bow, and then I realize this 5-tick weapon is not one-shotting the boulders. So I quickly, last second panic, switched to the blowpipe, and it turns out the blowpipe one-shots the boulders. And then phase 2 of Wardens with the T-bow was insane. The fastest range downs I've ever had, but then again, it also has been probably nearly a year since I've done solo TOA, and I'm just excited to have a T-bow, so maybe it's just a bit of a confirmation bias, I'm not sure. Another thing I gotta figure out is what the best weapons are for different parts of TOA. Like, should I use blowpipe versus T-bow for maybe Akka, for example, or what combat style is best to use for P1 of Warden with my loadout? So a lot of things that I'll just figure out over time, or ask around probably. What I do know though is that the T-bow is amazing for P3 of Warden. I go into the fight and straight away my first hit with the T-bow is my max hit 72. So sick, dude. Oh, what did I just do? Hardcore Tombs. I don't know what that is, but I'll check the combat achievement after we get the purple light. No. This is complete the Tombs of Amascut solo without dying. Okay, the combat achievements might not have been out, or maybe I was only doing duos after they'd come out with Spook and I haven't done a solo since. Either way, I did not die in this raid, and nice. Right after I finished the raid, I would have been kind of annoyed if this happened 5 minutes ago. It's really weird. Spook Dog didn't DC. We're on the same internet, of course, but I can't log back into the world. I just keep getting this message. Okay, I made it back into a different world this time, which is good because I want to bank the T-bow before I log off. Good morning, and well, we have a game update to look at. TOA changes. It's great because usually the quality of life changes happen as soon as I finish a grind, not right at the start of a grind, so this is quite the treat for me. Basically a bunch of the stuff from pull 80, and a lot of those things just happen to be TOA changes. So the first thing is for the monkey room. Basically the room is easier now because the things spawn faster, the shamans don't spawn thralls if you poison or venom them, and when you make the volatile baboons explode, they'll one-shot all the other baboons that are around them, so you can sort of manipulate them to get the room done faster. There's now a deposit box next to the helpful spirit in the raid. Players may now deposit and retrieve their pickaxe in the lobby, so I don't actually have to go into the raid to do that. There should be a thing here. Oh wait, I'm trying to find the thing and I just went to this chest. This chest gave me the tier 1 cape. I think that's for 100 KC. That's a new collection log slot. Yeah, it doesn't have to be for expert modes. It combines the normal and expert mode KCs. Entry modes do not count though. The tier 2 cape will come at 500 TOA KC, so that is not happening anytime soon. Okay, anyways, here's the cavity. My D pick is here waiting for me. Could take it out or put it back in without actually having to go into the raid. And then there's a couple of changes for Akka's and Rage Phase 2. So yeah, that's it. We'll get back into the TOAing now. Probably do at least one more solo because Spook Dog's just waking up now. Ooh, that's 38 seconds for the first room. I think you have to be tick perfect or close to tick perfect to do that. Ooh, first time with the volatile baboon. Wait, let's make it explode next to these. Is it gonna kill them? Oh, yeah, okay, killed that one. Sick, dude. I was pretty stressed out during the monkey room. There was a lot going on at once, a lot of monkeys out at the same time, but I'm sure there's just the learning curve to it I gotta get better at. I've never used the yellow Karis Partisan. I probably should learn how to use that, but that'd probably be pretty good for this room, huh? Hey, this was the highest invocation rate I've ever done, 220, which is, I guess, not really saying much, but... yeah. Okay, this monkey room went way smoother. I have found, shockingly, that utilizing the blowpipe over the T-bow when I need to range is quite a lot better. So you can deposit stuff in this thing. There's no like click on option, but do I just use it on there? Oh yeah, cool. That's another 220 invocation raid done. I felt like the T-bow kind of sucked at Akka, so I switched to the blowpipe, and it's not very scientific, but it felt like it was faster from this very small sample size of like 20 seconds of using it. So, although I only have Addy darts in the blowpipe. I decided to take off a bunch of invocations and turn on Insanity because I want to try it with a lower invocation and see how it is. Insanity adds 50 invo to the raid, but also makes the final fight way more difficult because Warden attacks faster, you have to be nearly tick perfect when attacking the skulls. The slam attack doesn't always start on the right side after skulls. Now it starts where it was at right before the skulls came out, and at the ending and rage phase, the tiles are removed faster and the phantoms attack faster. I think the main difficult part is the skulls, because if you're not tick perfect and fail them, you're pretty much gonna die. But there's a thing called skull skipping, which is a way to bypass having to kill the skulls. And as you can see, you just go 6 tiles out from the center in either direction and then spam click a skull. And as soon as the skull disappears, you'll be yellow clicking, and that is the perfect timing to skip over the earthquake that's getting sent out. As you can see though, I just struggled with remembering which side of the room the warden was going to start attacking first after the skulls. But if you forget, you can stand in the back of the room, and this will give you an extra tick to see which section the safe part is, so you can get back into the rhythm without taking damage. For the 40% skulls, that's when you start getting the falling boulders from Baba. In this case, it looks like I only got 1 boulder before it was time to start running. I'm not sure if it'll always be 1 falling boulder for the 40% because again, this is my first time trying Insanity. And now for the 20% skulls, right here, it looks like I got 2 boulders in total right after the skulls were sent out, but I just purposely tanked the second boulder. I'd rather get hit by the boulder for a little bit of damage than get hit by the earthquake, which I think is probably going to one-shot you. There is kind of an upside and downside to skull skipping, both of which is the fact that when you kill the skulls, they damage Warden, but by skipping them, Warden doesn't take that extra damage. This is good because it allows you to get more points for the raid for a slightly higher chance of a purple, but also bad if you're trying to beat a certain time, then it's going to make the fight take slightly longer. Overall, it's just a really scary and I can imagine very annoying invocation because when you're 30 minutes into a raid and you misclick either trying to skull skip or kill the skulls, it would suck to lose all that progress if you have to reset the raid. Hey, I did it! It's a master combat task, better get moving. This is defeat Warden with aerial assault, stay vigilant, and insanity on and without dying. I didn't look at any of these tasks, so I didn't mean to get this done on purpose, but hey, I got it. And here's the loot. Dang, dude, I'm getting to Wardens. I have 5 of my own brews left over. I brought in 7 brews, so I only used 2 brews for all the rooms in the raid. Nice, I bumped the invo up to 235, so now that's the highest I've done. I did not have Insanity on, though. I'm just trying to get more and more used to the invocations for each of the different boss rooms. Nah, bro, look at our TOA team. We finna wipe. That's not actually our teammate. So what do you think of TOA?
It's better because I actually got explanations to my questions and it wasn't just my fuckhead friends telling me to just run into the room. Because I was like, dude, this sucks. Like, I'm just dying. And nobody's explaining anything to me. I got thread of the thread.
Hey, nice. What's your KC?
8.
Nice, nice. All right, last raid of the night. That was fun. Thank you. Oh, I just got 60 million hit points XP. Cool. I just did one more TOA before bed. Still 235 invo, but maybe tomorrow I'll bump it up a little bit more. No. Good morning. I pushed up the invo again, not by much, but still a new invocation PB for me. That's 245. All right, I have a goal for this video. My goal is that I want to be able to do a solo expert mode TOA, which is invocation level 300. As you just saw, the highest invo I've done so far is 245. And it seems like really if I want to be able to get to 300, I'm going to have to enable one of two invocations, either Insanity or this one, Walk the Path. Walk the Path adds levels to each of the boss rooms, so the boss rooms can sort of like level up, and that adds hit points and damage. And then there's also special effects that also get added depending on which room gets leveled up, and you could read them here if you want. Pretty much with Walk the Path versus Insanity, you're kind of deciding between whether you want the rooms of the raid to be more difficult with Walk the Path, or if you want wardens to be more difficult if you use Insanity. I feel like Insanity is a lot more high risk than Walk the Path. I'm saying this as I haven't even tried Walk the Path yet, but it would just suck to be 30 minutes into a raid and then just have one misclick and have to restart the whole raid because of that. So it'd be nice to get Walk the Path down on a lower invocation, and then from there slowly add on more invocations. So I'll bump the raid level down maybe a bit more and just try out Walk the Path and see how it is. After you finish a room, it'll say in the chat box that you hear a mysterious rumbling coming from whatever path is leveled up. And then in the top left, you could see the level of the path. That is Walk the Path on 225 invo, and then wardens should just be the same as usual. Probably should bring a bit more prayer pot if I'm bumping up the invo from here though. 225 invocation with Walk the Path on. Like I said, I'll just bump up the invocations for the rooms little by little. My duo teammate has spent some long hours slaving away in the amethyst mines, and she's given me some amethyst arrows and amethyst darts, because so far I've just been using rune arrows and addy darts in the blowpipe. Wait, I just got perfect Zabak. Cool. I wasn't trying to do that, but cool. Hey, once again, that's a new highest invo PB for me at 255. That was a 3.41% chance of getting a purple, which is 1 out of about 29.3. Ah, dang, dude, you could have negative points. I'm just gonna restart. On the walls of the Akka room, you can see that there's these hourglasses, and when they fill up, all the quadrants get enveloped in an attack. However, when you kill one of Akka's shadows, the hourglass for that wall of that quadrant disappears and there won't be an attack in that quadrant. So every time Akka gets to a 20% HP threshold, you want to rush to kill the next shadow as fast as possible. The blowpipe felt really fast to use for the shadows, so I double checked on the wiki and it also said that the shadows have low defense and that you should use the blowpipe, so I'm glad I could confirm that. Also, as you could see, you can still attack the shadows while Akka's doing his memory special attack. And it looks like during that attack, the hourglass timer gets paused, which is nice too. Previously, during Akka's enrage phase, he would move around the room after you did 3 attacks, but after yesterday's TOA update, only successful hits count. And thrall damage doesn't count anymore either, because before, missed hits and thralls counted towards those 3 hits. Dude, yes, I pushed it up to 275, and I made it through without dying. Oh, dude, I'm so close to 300. I don't know if I should just I should just jump rank to 300. It's kind of late though. I kind of want to eat dinner. Okay, I'll try to do a 300 before dinner. This raid, 3.92%, is 1 in about 25.5. So that's like very slightly better than the average chambers of Xeric to get a purple. You can see up there, level 305. First attempt at an expert mode TOA. Yo, I finished all 4 of the rooms. I got a little bit of supplies left over. And also want to mention, I am on hardcore mode, so I only get 1 life. And if I die, I can't try again. I wipe. Yo, I beat an expert mode TOA solo, and I got a combat achievement. And I got a PB for expert mode, of course. I set the time to 40 minutes. I beat the time. Am I rewarded for my first expert mode? No, of course. Dude, that's sick though. I'm so glad I was able to do that. Oh, I got elite. I feel like doing anything under 300 invocation, at least for my stage of account, is just kind of asking to be bullied. Like, I kind of feel like 300 is sort of the bare minimum I should be doing. So I'm glad I can at least meet the bare minimum. Alright, now I'm gonna go AFK and chill. And of course, the obligatory title for the video, your completed Tombs of Amascut expert mode count is 1. That'd be a pretty long title, actually. And you know what? I went above the bare minimum threshold to not be bullied. Not only did I go to 300, I went to 305 invocation. I just went back to double check the percent, and the drop rate would have been about 1 in 22.3 to get a purple. Let's see, this Ichlarin Shroud 1, can I store that in the cape rack? If I can't, I'm dropping it. Oh, I can. Cool. Ooh, a Pyro Hood. Yeah, I decided to do some Winter Toe tonight, gonna get my total XP up. Even though we didn't actually end up getting any purples this video, I at least learned a lot about TOA. I mean, just in about 2 days, I went from a PB of 205 to 305 invocation, up to 116 regular mode KC and 1 expert KC, and I claimed this cool cape for the collection log. The title of this video will probably have something about how I learned expert mode TOA, so I probably should like summarize what I did. So what I did in this video is I learned a bunch of the invocations for all the different rooms. Then I took away a bunch of those invos to try out Insanity and then Walk the Path, both on low invos. I picked the one I liked more, which was Walk the Path, and then I slowly added back those invos for the rooms that I had learned before. I'm not saying that's the best way to do it, but that's just what I did and what worked for me. Also with Insanity, I think it's a lot easier in teams. I think you don't have to be tick perfect. I think there's a lot more wiggle room for mistakes in bigger teams. And with that said, you can check out my duo teammate Spookdog's channel, linked below in the description, and see how her maxing progress is coming along. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you have a great day, and I will see you again next time.